What's up guys, it's Max from Sandlot here, and today we're going to be comparing what I think are the two best 2021 1000cc four-wheelers. We have a Polaris Scrambler on the left, and we have a CAN-AM RENEGADE XMR on the right. We're going to put them through their paces today, through the trails, on the drag strip, and in the bounty hole to see who's the winner of the three events.
So what are you doing right now?
So this is a draggy here. The only fair comparison for both bikes would be the same rider running the same track, and we're throwing this draggy on there. I have it set to mark 60 foot, 200 foot, and 300 foot. It'll give us time and mile per hour. So we'll see which one of these two wins. We're gonna try them in two-wheel drive. We're gonna try them in four-wheel drive. So we'll try them out. Yeah. Guys, we're going to try this out. We're going to do two-wheel drive launch on this thing, see what this one runs in 300 foot. We'll come back around, do it in four-wheel drive, see how it does then. Alright guys, so in our first pass, she ran 5:03 in 200 foot, 6:49 in 300 foot, and a 60 foot of 2.43 seconds. We're going to try it again now in four-wheel drive, see how this one does, and we'll switch over to the Renegade and see which one's faster on the drag strip. We're going to throw her in four-wheel drive and see how she does now. Alright guys, so on four-wheel drive, she ran 6:17 on 300 foot versus 6:49, so a little bit more than a quarter second difference there. 200 foot was 4.75 versus 5.03 in two-wheel drive. And 60 foot was 2.43 versus 2.23. So 2.23 being four-wheel drive, so it saved 0.2 of a second there. Definitely hooks a lot harder like that. We're going to try the Renegade out now and see how that one does.
We got 1, 2, 3 of the motley crew, missing a couple of them. Bow, 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 bow. Forward flex.
Alright guys, two-wheel drive on the Renegade. Let's see how it does. I have a feeling this one's going to stand up a little bit more. Dude, I have to say, I'm shocked. The Scrambler beat it at 300 foot and at 200 foot. The Renegade did pull a little bit on the 60 foot. Ran a 2.41 versus a 2.43 in two-wheel drive on the Scrambler, so it did beat it by a little bit. I think a lot of it has to do with the tires, but at 300 foot, the Renegade, the Scrambler and two-wheel drive went 6.49. The Renegade went 6.75. So almost a quarter-second difference. We're gonna try it again now in four-wheel drive, see how it does. Throw this thing in four-wheel drive and see how it does. Already lost to the Scrambler in 2. Let's see how it does in 4. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm in shock. You ride both these bikes, this bike feels like it's way faster than that Polaris, but that Polaris more than held its own. It beat this in every single one of the tests so far. 60 foot faster, 200 foot faster, 300 foot faster. So the Scrambler ran 617 in four-wheel drive. The Renegade ran a 651. 200 foot, the Scrambler ran 475 and the Renegade ran a 497. So 0.2 of a second off between the two units. So from here we're gonna go do some trail riding, see which one wins there, and then from there we're gonna end it off with a bounty hole. But as of right now, the Scrambler has the lead. We have our Lit Pro on our Garmin watch. We're gonna measure this. We're gonna do 3 laps on each bike, see which one has the fastest time, which one feels more comfortable on the trails. We'll see how it goes.
You got the time, Nick?
Yep.
All right.
Man, this thing, I think they weigh like 800 and something pounds. It's a freaking dream. I'm fat and out of shape, just like the bike, but it eats up all the suspension stuff. It does get a little squirrely on some of these wet spots. We'll see how the Renegade does with its mud tires, but man, this thing's a lot of fun. It's got a lot of power, quick acceleration, awesome suspension. This might be the bike to have.
Nick, what do we got for times?
Lap 1 was 1:27, lap 2 was 1:26, and lap 3 was 1:25.
If I wasn't so fat, I probably would have knocked another 2 or 3 seconds off that last lap. Whew, I need a burger. Or a Philly cheesesteak. Alright guys, 3 laps on the Renegade. Let's see how we do. Man, this bike beats you up in this fast-paced trail riding. In all the real watery stuff, it really excels. Obviously, these tires are made for it, but in the rest of it, it struggles. What were the times, Nick?
Lap 1 was a 133, lap 2 was a 131, and lap 3 was 131.
Man, almost 6 seconds a lap faster on that scrambler.
Yeah.
And like these deep holes right around this corner, the scrambler would almost come to a stop and this thing would just chug right through them. But everywhere else, it's a struggle. We don't have any really deep holes or anything yet, and it bottomed out a couple times. I was a big Can-Am fan. I still am. It's still an awesome unit, but so far we're 2 for 2 in the scrambler's favor. Only thing left is a mud bounty hole run. I think the Renegade's gonna take that one by a long shot. We'll see how it goes, but I also thought the Renegade was gonna win in the drag, so I won't be surprised if the old scrambler pulls through.
All right, so bounty hole challenge between these two mud boggers. I don't see them making it through this first section, but we'll see. I don't know jack about mud quads. All I know is that one's down a point for not having a optimal placed amount of GoPro on the front. Can-Am's going first. Y'all can smell that, it stinks. Can-Am's doing rather well. Oh, don't let off. And he's out. There's the infamous Ranger. It runs, proof that it runs after yesterday.
We got 48 seconds.
Woo! Bro, that is disgusting.
I know. As I said, this is...
Good luck, buddy.
You said your hole stinks.
Think the Can-Am might get a win on this one?
I think so too, man. I don't see this scrambler making it past this hole. I don't even see it getting out of the first one, if you ask me. If it makes it out of the first one, it's a win in my book. It makes it through the whole thing, man. I think I'm gonna write the CEO of Polaris an email or something, be like, dude, you make a badass machine.
All right,
see how she does.
Let's see it.
Well, guys, I think Can-Am won this one.
What happened?
Couldn't hang.
Stuck in the front.
wraps it up for our comparison video. I think at the end of the day, both machines are awesome units. This one was a clear winner in the drags and in the trails, but the Can-Am definitely kicked its ass on the bounty hole. The only redemption for the Polaris is that its big brother just came and pulled them out. Didn't need a Can-Am to do it, but Polaris, man.
5.5 minutes.
Hey guys, so we just got the bikes cleaned up. I took a shower. Smell a whole lot better after that stinky bounty hole we went through. But it was a really fun time comparing these two badass machines. We have the clear winner here though. This Scrambler was faster on the drag strip, was better through the trails, the suspension was a lot better. Now, it could not hold its own in the bounty hole. Didn't even make it about 15 feet. Part of it might be the tires, but overall this is just an amazing machine. The Renegade was still an awesome machine, struggled in some of the parts where this one excelled, but that machine's meant to be more of a mud machine. It did really well in the bounty hole, does really good at water wheelies, does really good in deep water. So it doesn't mean that one machine's better than the other, they just have different things, but in our tests, the Scrambler was the clear winner.